Have you ever been in a team where everyone is busy, but somehow the most important things are still delayed? I experienced this in our 18-member billing team. We knew our responsibility, but suddenly a finance request comes in, an ERC or a government body report needs to get done, or a collection report needs to get submitted urgently. So the question becomes, alin ba ang uunahin? Today, I want to share a simple tool that helped us create a capacity and responsibility visibility using something that you can easily build using Excel. It's called a RACI chart. Hi, my name is Jelly and welcome to Excel Now PH. Naalala ko sa team namin, we go through the same responsibilities every billing cycle. Nagtataka nga yung ibang tao, may ginagawa ba kayo after ng billing? Well, it's the same responsibilities every billing cycle. May routine na kami. We knew the reports, we knew the process, but work didn't always stay predictable. Sometimes there's a request coming from finance department, a report needed for ERC or another government body. Minsan naman may mga collection data na suddenly becomes urgent. And when these things happen, they usually happen at the same time. Alam niyo yan. So the question becomes, who should handle the request? Who should review the report? Who should approve the data? Sometimes several people start doing the same thing while another task gets the lead. This situation is not isolated. Meron din yun sa ibang mga companies. At kahit sa ibang teams, this happens. So what can we do to address this situation instead of always firefighting reactively? One simple but powerful tool that helps us is something called a RACI chart. RACI simply clarifies 4 roles in any task. R stands for responsible, the person who actually does the work. A for accountable, the person who owns the outcome. C, consulted, people who provide input or expertise. And I stands for informed, stakeholders who just need visibility. Yun, kailangan lang nila makita. The first part of this tutorial, part 1 of 3, was uploaded at Excel Now PH, where you will see that I used a Gantt cycle to show capacity visibility. And it looks like this. This time around, I will show you a responsibility visibility using a RACI chart. Right now, I'm showing you a responsibility matrix where the top portion, row 1, shows positions, and the left portion in column A, you will see task 1 to task 7. I specifically used billing, and then you can input different kind of tasks, different types of tasks you have in your team. This is just to show how you will use the RACI chart. Now that we have created our RACI chart, the next step is to analyze it. The purpose of this step is simple. We want to identify who might be handling too much responsibility and also check if there are tasks that might not have clear ownership. To do this, we perform 2 types of analysis on the matrix. First is vertical analysis, and second is horizontal analysis. These 2 perspectives help us quickly identify 3 things: imbalances, bottlenecks, or gaps in responsibility. Simulan natin sa vertical analysis. This means we look down on each column, focusing on the roles or teams or team members. The first thing we count are the R's. Naglagay na din ako dito ng formula para makount yung RACI on each column. So the R that represents responsible, these are the people doing the actual work. So on column B and column C, naglagay ako ng assistant 1 and 2. Makikita nyo din that I counted all the R's. Assistant 1 has more R tasks than assistant 2. If you notice that one person has too many R's sa matrix ninyo across multiple tasks, it may indicate that this person is handling a large portion of the operational workload. In a billing team, this can easily happen during peak cycles or billing cycles when multiple reports and validations are required at the same time. Next, we check the A's, which represent accountable. While a person can have several R's, ibig sabihin pwedeng more than one, having too many A's naman can also create a decision bottleneck. Why? Because the accountable role is the person responsible for approving or ensuring that task is completed correctly. If too many tasks depend on the same person for approval, like this one, mas madaming accounted si supervisor 2, delays may happen even if the work itself is already finished. Another important observation is when someone holds both a high number of R's and A's. This can be a signal that the person may eventually experience work overload or burnout, especially during critical billing cycles. Next one is the horizontal analysis or task-based review. This time we scan across each row, focusing on the tasks themselves. One thing we'll look for is something I like to call too many cooks in the kitchen. If a task has too many C's or consulted roles, it might mean that the process requires input from too many people. This can slow down progress because everyone needs to review or provide feedback. The same applies if there are too many I's or informed roles. While transparency is important, excessive notifications can create unnecessary communication load for the team. Another important thing to check is whether a task has no R or no A assigned. Let's just remove this one. Task 6. There. If a task has no responsible person, the work may never start. If a task has no accountable role, the output may not have a clear owner. Both situations create risk for delays or missed deliverables, especially in teams managing recurring operations like billing. When you map your team tasks like this in Excel, something very helpful happens. You start seeing capacity patterns. You can see if one assistant is handling too many tasks. You can see if supervisors are overloaded with approvals, and you can distribute work before burnout happens. Now we move on to review and rebalance. After identifying these patterns, the next step is review and rebalance. If one team member has too many responsible tasks, some of those tasks can be redistributed to others who have available capacity. Kanina, may R dito. Let's just say this one has R again. Remove this one. Then there's an even distribution. So, pwedeng ilipat natin sa kanya or they can both have the responsibility. Another option is to break large tasks into smaller, more manageable pieces, allowing work to be shared across the team. You can also review the consulted roles. C. If a key team member appears too frequently and they're consulted, ask whether they truly need to be consulted for every task. Talaga nga ba? In some cases, it may be more efficient to move them to informed instead. This allows them to stay updated without slowing down the workflow. Finally, it's important to validate the analysis with the team. Tandaan, the RACI chart shows the structure, but the team can confirm whether the workload reflected in the matrix is realistic based on time, complexity, and operational pressure. Pwedeng yung isang task na yon could be equal to, let's say, 5 tasks because of a specific timeline, because of due dates of submission or complexity. Pwedeng yung isang or sobrang dami ng involved na data, stakeholders. Isa yun sa mga bagay na ang makakapagsabi lang ay yung team. Finally, we can also use tools to maintain visibility. Once the responsibilities are balanced, the RACI chart can also be connected to project management or tracking tools. Asana has this. It's easy to visualize yung matrix kapag may visualization. How many hours each person has, how many A's are assigned to supervisors, and whether responsibilities are distributed fairly across the team. This transforms the RACI chart from just a documentation tool into a capacity visibility tool for leadership. And when leaders can clearly see who is responsible for what and how much work each role carries, it becomes easier to support the team and prevent unnecessary stress during critical operational cycles. The goal of RACI is not to add more process. Yun naman kasi lagi yung sinasabi, dadagdag na naman yan. Another reporting. But the goal here is clarity, because when people know their role in a task, work moves faster, communication becomes simpler, and teams experience less stress during critical cycles like billing. Try nyo. So if you're a part of a team handling complex processes like billing, reporting, or operations, tools like this can make a big difference. In this channel, I share practical ways to use Excel, process tools, and real work experience to help teams work smarter. If this video helped, consider subscribing to Excel Now P8 and feel free to share it with someone in your team who might benefit from it. In the next videos, we'll continue exploring tools that help create better visibility, better processes, and healthier teams. Thanks for watching!